What is up, FBG fam? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about Arataki Itto, and the reason being is because this character, upon the reveal that miHoYo did themselves on their official Twitter page and website, upon the reveal, it really kind of threw the Genshin community upside down, and it kind of had a lot of individuals questioning what they're going to be doing moving forward, whether it's with their primos, intertwined fates, who they're going to be pulling for. It had them questioning those things, and I'll admit, upon seeing Arataki Itto for the first time, the character design, by the simple image, it definitely got me more interested in this character, and I wanted to just go ahead and talk about that because I feel as if this was the very first time that I've ever seen a character, just a picture of a character, throw the whole Genshin community through a loop. But I didn't want to just get my perspective on this. I wanted to get somebody else's, so I brought my good friend Khameo onto the video today. Khameo, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing well, thank you. So this is not a podcast episode per se. This is just more of speaking about Arataki Itto, because like I mentioned, I didn't want to just have my perspective on this. I wanted to get somebody else's. And when Arataki Itto was revealed, let me start off by saying that we've been hearing rumors of Arataki Itto. He's been in the rumor mill. We've been hearing about him. And then they just went ahead and just dropped him out of nowhere. Just went ahead and dropped him and revealed his character design. And like I mentioned, for me personally, it was much better than I thought. I didn't anticipate Arataki Itto looking this good for me. And his character design is one of the best, if not the best character design in Genshin Impact for me. And I think that happened for a lot of people. I think a lot of people were surprised. And it kind of had them questioning, okay, do I really want to pull for Child now when they were really going to pull for Child? Or do I really want to pull for Hu Tao now when they were really going to pull for Hu Tao? And now I think it has them questioning what they're going to be doing here moving forward. I don't know, Khameo, this was the first time I've ever seen the Genshin community really just get thrown for a loop, really get, you know, like I mentioned, flipped upside down by just a character reveal and no gameplay, no nothing, just a design, just a picture. What do you think? What's your opinions on that?
Yeah, I mean, we've had something, I mean, kind of similar to when Raiden Shogun got released, but nothing really like this. But the difference between that and this is we're coming off of the heels of the Kokomi situation and the anniversary situation, so people's I don't know, morale, I guess, was kind of low, and then they hit us with this brand new character with a really nice design, and it kind of reinvigorated the community and brought back life into the game.
Right, and I have to agree with you, and that's something that I wasn't thinking about, but I think you're right. I think the community responding the way they are, because there has been immediate fan art, which I knew was already going to happen, immediate fan art, but the stock for Arataki Itto, the hype and excitement, I just think went through the roof. And I think you're right. I think it has to do with something of coming off the heels of Kokomi and the anniversary and how much of a letdown that was. And I think the community was looking for something to get re-hyped into, reinvested into, because I think their excitement for Genshin was drastically diminished after the anniversary and after Kokomi. But not only that, having somebody like Arataki Itto that they just dropped out of nowhere, because he looks so different, right? Because he has the character design that he has, and he looks so cool, and he's so different from other characters that we have in the game currently. I think that's also what shocked the community, but also got them extremely excited and hyped, because we don't have a character in the game that looks like him, like nowhere really even close. I think I mentioned this before, I think the closest one that looks like him is maybe Xiao, but
I'd say Razor kind of looks closer.
Razor too, yeah, I agree with you. Razor looks pretty similar with the hair and the aesthetics and things of that nature. So I definitely agree with you. I think it might be like a combination of Xiao and Razor, like if you just fuse those two together. and made them both like, I don't know, he kind of looks like he's like at least 5'11", 6 foot. So if you just put a few inches on Racer and Xiao, but he looks so unique. He looks very different. You know, he's got everybody's pointing out the abs, right? He's got the abs. He's got the tattoos, he's got the horns, he's got the clothing is just extremely different as well. And I think because of those reasons and the reasons that you stated, people are now really excited about a character, and you know, it's coming off the lulls of the anniversary and Kokomi. So I agree with you on that one. Now, I did also want to get your idea on Arataki Itto himself and the type of role that you think he's going to play in the game when he drops. In terms of, do you think he's going to be a strong character, or do you think he's kind of going to be like middle of the road for you?
I feel like he's probably going to be on the stronger side for sure in terms of DPS. I don't feel like he's going to be a support. I feel like we've gotten enough support recently that we need a DPS.
Right. I agree with you on that one. I also wanted to get your thoughts on 2.3 possibly being a full Geo patch, which is something that is quite unprecedented in Genshin up until this point. Because with Arataki Itto being Geo, Garo being Geo as a Geo Bow user, and then possibly an Albedo rerun, that is the rumor, that is what's being hinted, then we're going to have a full Geo patch at that point. How do you feel about that? Because I'm kind of iffy about it. I'm not like too off put by it, don't get me wrong, because obviously Arataki Itto I think is going to be strong, and Albedo is a really good character. But I just don't know how I feel about everything being Geo. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about that too. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me if it's going to be all Geo, because I already know that at least one part of the patch is going to be Geo with Arataki Itto, and I'm not going to roll on a rerun anyways. I don't want Albedo. The other option would be like a Ganyu, but I don't need Ganyu. So if it's going to be all Geo, it doesn't really affect me. But I can see where it would, or it could possibly be a good thing, because that means you're farming materials for a Geo character,
right?
And you'll still be able to use it even if you don't get the specific Geo character you want, because there's still other Geo characters in the update.
That's very true. I didn't even think about that. So there's a benefit there. Not to mention the Geo Resonance is a really nice resonance to have. So if you're looking forward to that, this is actually going to be a fantastic patch for you to go ahead and finally get that done. I mentioned that for me personally because I have Zhongli, but Zhongli is really the only Geo character that I like to use, that I have built up. So I don't really get the opportunity to take advantage of the Geo Resonance personally. So having somebody like Arataki Itto and others like Garu and new characters that are Geo, for me, I now get to utilize that resonance, which I think is one of the best ones in the game, arguably. So that's also another benefit. Now, really quickly, before we do get on out of here, I did want to go ahead and talk about something that you brought up. I found it to be interesting, and other people have been talking about a little bit, and that is the weapon that Arataki Itto, almost said Garu, that Arataki Itto is holding. And a lot of people, and I mentioned this in the comment section below, people are stating it looks like a 5-star debate club, but you have some other insights on this that I wasn't aware of. Let me know what your thoughts are on that weapon he's holding.
Yeah, to me, it doesn't really look like it's a weapon that you would roll for. It looks more like something from an elemental skill or from a burst that would infuse his weapon with geo damage and kind of transform it in the same kind of way you have Raiden Shogun's her polearm turning into her Hitachi,
which is very likely. By the way, I mentioned that was something I didn't even think about, but it's very likely because we've been seeing that happen more often, where they're liking to do these stance switches or weapon switches with these characters. There's not a whole lot of them, I'll admit that, but it looks like that MiHoYo from time to time, especially for hype characters or characters that they enjoy, they like to do that, and I can see that being a possibility where within his elemental skill or elemental burst, it forms this Geo club that we're seeing, and he just does, I don't know, massive amount of damage. He slams the ground, whatever the case may be. And I do want to preface it by stating, as a disclaimer, we don't have any information pertaining to his elemental skill, no concrete information that we can go off of. So everything we're speaking about is just pure speculation, just kind of theory crafting on what we have here, just to, you know, kind of have something to talk about, because this character is exciting. This character is a very exciting one to come to the game, and I think this reinvigorated the Genshin community once again to get them hyped about something, because we've had a bit of a lull period for sure, and I think Arataki Itto was exactly what the community needed and the community was looking forward to outside of a Yae Miko. I think if Yae Miko, if they would have dropped images or gave us a hint that she was coming next, I think that would have reinvigorated the community as well.
Definitely.
But I think this is a good, I guess you could say, alternative option to a Yae Miko for the most part, even though I'm talking to the biggest Yae Miko simp in all of Genshin right now, because I know you're really looking forward to that. I am too, don't get me wrong. I'm really looking forward to Yae Miko also. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about. Whenever we do get some hints on skills and what this character is going to be able to do, I'm definitely going to be here all for it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about Arataki Itto as a whole. And let me know if you guys are excited for this character or not. But anyways, Khameo, any closing statements, Khameo? Anything you want to leave off with?
Nothing comes to mind.
All right, we're good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. If you enjoyed the video today, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell so you stay notified when we do upload some new videos, especially on Arataki Itto, if you want to stay up to date on that. Anyways, I'm gonna get on out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody and Khameo, and we're both out. Bye, guys.